Alright, everybody. Once again, it's VCells0812 here with MillyChaserDFS. Earlier, we were having some difficulties, but I'm back and I'm ready to draft a team. We're going to enter into the best ball. Once again, I'm a DK partner. I'm drafting over on best ball. We have the promo buy one, get one. You could scan the QR code, first time users. And we're all set. We're just waiting for the draft to fill. If anyone's watching or if anybody sees this and wants to get in a draft with me, now's the time. These have been filling rather quickly lately, so we shouldn't have to wait too long. I was the first one entered, though, so we'll see. I should have had this filled before I started the stream, but it is what it is. Shouldn't have to wait too long. There we go. Alright, we're picking out of the 6th spot again. Get the board pulled up here. Don't recognize any of these names in here. And hopefully we can get some correlation, get some good things going. I just want to look and make sure we're still good on YouTube. We are. Sorry about that. I can never tell if I'm doing everything right. But it's a learning process. I don't see my chat either. Let me see. Sorry about that, just didn't want to make sure it wasn't too loud. Alright, 7 seconds till we're good to go. First off the board's going to be Jamar Chase. Bijan goes number 2. Followed by CD. J-Mac grabs CD at 3. Sorry about that, my rabbit is going crazy. I would think Jay Gibbs is going to go Gibbs. We'll see a bit. No, Jahmyr Gibbs goes before. Saquon off the board. Looks like we're going to have Jefferson at 6. Totally cool with that. Monra, pick 7, followed by Puka. I have a lot of Jefferson. I was taking Jefferson early in the year. I don't mind taking him now, getting him a little bit later at 6. Nico Collins. Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Drake London. Make sure everything's good on YouTube. I think we are good. Alright, so we got CMC and Neighbors, Drake London and BTJ going. Nick Castellano. Derrick Henry in round 1. Let's see who he takes. At pick 15, we go Bowers. Okay. I like that. Neighbors at 14. Neighbors at 14 sounds good to me. Genty. And once again, I'm a proud partner of DraftKings. Thank you to DraftKings for giving me this opportunity. Golden Sun God. I didn't even realize that. That's who took a Monra. It's pretty cool. But the team next to me, both teams next to me actually, well, 2 from me, are dealing with Lions, so I don't think we're going to get a Vikings-Lions stack. Jefferson Achane sounds pretty fun. I think that's what we're going to do. I've been shying away from Achane a little bit, getting a little bit scared, but having a chance to pick him at 19 after Kyren Williams goes. Give me that all day of the week. Sorry about that, guys. Lad McConkey, Bucky Irving, Chase Brown. I don't know what we're going to like here in round 3. It's normally my elite quarterback range, but I don't think we're going to get one at 30, but you never know. Jonathan Taylor off the board at 23. Josh Jacobs at the turn there with Chase. Sorry if you guys hear some noise in the background. Everyone was supposed to be sleeping. Yeah, Lamar's the first pick of round 3. Followed by Trey McBride. So did Jamar Chase, drafter, did not bring back with Arizona. Or T. Higgins, actually. I didn't even realize T. Higgins was still there. Tyreek off the board. Is this going to be the 3rd draft in a row live we get Josh Allen? I don't know. But I wouldn't mind it. That's for sure. But I think Josh Allen just goes. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess we get JSN here. So we're 2 wide receivers, 1 running back through 3. Round 3 is rough, man. Round 3 is really hard. Let's see what Golden Sun God does. He goes Jaden Daniels. Okay. I don't like bringing Jaden up that early. I think it's a clear tier between Lamar, Allen, and then Jaden Hurts. I actually have Jalen ranked higher than Jaden currently. Kittle, Hampton, James Cook. That's somebody I've been drafting a little bit more of. I'm not just because he signed and everything. It's just this round 3 is so rough that getting somebody on a good offense like that, even if there's some red flags with James Cook. Excuse me, guys. Once again, if there's any new to DraftKings customers, you could scan my QR code, get the promo. And also, if you're new and need any help or have any questions, just ask me. Feel free to comment. Reach out to me. I'll be happy to take any questions, help any way that I can. Or if you just want to get in a draft with me, come hang out. I'm going to be going live every day until kickoff. And then I'll be doing some DFS content. I'll probably start DFS content next week. We're only a week away, all right? Xavier Worthy goes. All right. We have no correlation yet, but one running back, 2 receivers. Golden Sun God is due up. And he goes Kenneth Walker. I think we are going to take JMO here. I think JMO's the right pick here. I don't want to do another Eagles-Bills stack. I have so many Eagles-Bills stacks. And there's no guarantee we get Devontae, with a lot of these teams still needing a receiver. This kid has 1 receiver. Heart rate's 1 receiver. No receivers for Aziz Laban. And Asuker only has Chase. So I don't think we would be able to get Devontae to fall back to us. So I don't want to reach for Hurts. But taking JMO as a bring back with Jefferson, give us another out on quarterback. I think that's the right. Yeah, see, Devontae goes right next to me. That guy's setting up Saquon, Josh Allen, Devontae Smith. Not bad. Not bad for Jay Gibbs. He didn't get Jahmyr Gibbs, but he did get the Eagles-Bills stack, which everyone knows I'm a fan of. Jalen Hurts off the board right after Joe Burrow goes to the Higgins drafter. DJ Moore. It's been a while since I've seen him. I used to draft a good amount of DJ. I'm into the Bears, but I do think Rome is going to take that next step. All right, so we're at 1 running back, 3 receivers through 4. I keep hearing about this round 5. There it goes. Round 5 Brees. I haven't gotten much round 5 Brees yet. I think I'm going to start. And I don't have him buried in my rankings. He's low in my rankings, but I still could get him. George Pickens goes. Alvin Kamara. PPR legend there. Alvin Kamara. Cortland Sutton. What's the Saquon team do? They do Calvin Ridley. All right, so we're looking at Waddle, Zay, Travis, James Conner, R.J. Harvey. I think I'm going to bring Igbuka back. That team's just falling apart. He's being talked about a lot. We have Devon Achane. We take Emeka Igbuka. 4 receivers through 5. 1 running back. Sorry about this. I just want to make sure everything's good. Jalen Waddle goes. Chuba Hubbard. Just trying to make sure the stream is good. I'm not used to this yet. I think everything's going smooth. I want to make sure I'm not doing anything wrong. I haven't seen RJ drafted yet, have I? RJ should be going soon, I would think. Pacheco went there at 59. Okay. Ricky Pearsall. DK Metcalf. Let's go over the team real quick. We got Jefferson, Devon Achane, JSN, Jameson Williams, and Emeka Igbuka. Very happy with the receiver start we got there. Tony Pollard goes. This kid has 3 running backs on Sun God, so we may be able... Yep, Diggs. We might get our guy. Where I missed it. I didn't see R.J. Harvey go. But at pick 67. Yeah, I mean... We'll take Montgomery with the stack there. I'm not a huge David Montgomery guy, but... I'm okay with that. We got J-Mo, Montgomery, and Justin Jefferson for week 17 there. And Devon Achane with Igbuka for week 17. Matthew Golden off the board there at 70. This isn't going to be a long stream, guys. I just wanted to hop on, get everything set up for a stream tomorrow. I'll be going live at 11 a.m. Probably until around 3 p.m. Then I'll hop back on. I didn't see R.J. Harvey right there. 3 picks before me. I would have liked to get him there. But Montgomery helps our stack out, so that's okay. Once again, thank you to DraftKings for giving us an opportunity. We are partnered with DraftKings for Best Ball Week. If you guys haven't done it yet, do your draft one, get one. Take advantage of every good promotion you're going to get this week, because there's going to be a lot of them. Rome Odunze, Sam Laporta, Mr. J. Gibbs 87 due up. And then we're up in 1 pick. Jawan goes off the board there. I think our receivers are pretty loaded, and this is the type of team that you could take a shot like this on, or you just get Olave. I'm going to take Addison. I'm going to go with Jordan Addison. We are pretty loaded at receiver. We could afford to sit out that 3-game suspension. And if this team does make the finals, I like having J-Mo, Montgomery, Addison, and Jettas. It sounds pretty good to me. Pick 91 right now. Through 7 rounds, we have 2 running backs, 5 wide receivers. Cooper Kupp off the board there. Wow, Tyler Warren at pick 74. Baker Mayfield goes at the turn there. That's pretty high for Baker. I moved him down my rankings quite a bit. But I think we'll be pretty happy with Jordan Addison and Jefferson paired with JJ, so we could always look for that quarterback late. All right. Up in 4 picks, Khalil Shakir goes off the board. What's the Mahomes draft they're going to do? Mahomes, Harvey, Waddle, Worthy, Hampton, Genti, Nico. That's a pretty good team, man. I like that team. And he takes Evan Ingram. Jaden Reed off the board there. Mark Andrews, and now we're up. I'm going to take Tyrone Tracy. I moved him up in my rankings. I'm a Scatabo guy, but with David Montgomery not being his lead back, getting a lead back in round 8 feels right to me. Especially when we're pretty loaded at receiver. No quarterbacks we really have to take yet next round. Might think about it. Yeah. I think it's the right pick. 10 spots past ADP. Tyrone Tracy, I'm okay with. This guy is a 1-3-3-1 at the turn. He goes Pittman, Godwin. That's the Lamar team. Only 3 people left without a quarterback. The 2 spot only has 2 receivers, and it's George Pickens and Jacoby Myers. Through 9 rounds. He's going to have some catch up to do, but that's okay. J.K. Dobbins goes off the board here. We're on the clock. And I am going to go Colst. No, I'm not. Oh, man. Let's see. I don't like falling behind that quarterback. We could set up some Drake May later. Let's go with Colston Loveland. Let's get Colston Loveland. Tight end I like. We don't have nothing really set up with him. But it gives us another out to Caleb Williams, who I love. I think Caleb's still on the board. Yes, he is. Judkins goes after me to a team that also has 2 receivers. What is up with these 2 receiver teams today? I have never tried that build. And it doesn't look fun, if I'm going to be honest. Let's look at this team. Amon-Ra, Kyron, Jaden Daniels, Kenneth Walker, DeAndre Swift, Stephon Diggs. So after he takes his second receiver in Stephon, he goes back to running back, tight end, and then needs Quinshon Judkins, who may not even play. DraftKings is great, but you never know. You never know what could happen. If we can get Caleb to fall here, I'd be pretty happy with that. I don't have any San Fran set up. But where are we at? We're going to be at 115. Yeah, I think we're going to take McCarthy just because. Yeah, Goff goes. So that takes away our other out to our best stack, which is the Lions and Vikings. And with Addison and Jefferson, I don't really want to push McCarthy too far. Especially not when we have teams that... I mean, you would think they're going to be drafting receivers soon, but you never know. Justin Herbert. We're going to be up in just a pick here. Let's see what the 1 wide receiver team does. A 2 wide receiver team. And they go David Njoku. This is insane. All right. Let's go JJ. I have Caleb ranked higher than JJ, as you guys see. But for this stack, this specific build, I like JJ here. JCM goes right after me. Guys, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize this was on the screen. Let's get this out of here so you guys... That should work. Well, that's the chat at the bottom of the screen. For next stream, I'm going to get that chat out there and I'll hide it. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize that was pulled up. Earlier today, I was having trouble. We couldn't see spot 12. But now you can see spot 12, so I'm happy with that. All right, let's see. Golden Sun God still at 2. Where are we at? We're at 1351. It's probably going to be another quarterback here, if I'm being honest with you. I don't like falling too far behind the quarterback. So far, we got J.J. McCarthy. Let me get rid of this for you. I thought that would eliminate the chat box, but yes, it did. Okay, all right, that's pretty good. Not bad. And we're up in 1 pick. Let's go to the draft board. Dalton Kincaid just went, so I think we are going to get another Caleb Williams team. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get Caleb here. All right, let's go over our team, everybody. We got Jefferson, Achane, JSN, Jameson Williams, Egbuka, David Montgomery, Jordan Addison, Tyrone Tracy, Colson Loveland, J.J. McCarthy, and Caleb Williams. Caleb at 126. I love that. That's always fun getting a quarterback that you're closer to the 100 range in the 120s. Got him stacked up with Colson Loveland and Luther Burden would be ideal. Let's see what happens. And Luther Burden goes, but not to the team that desperately needs receivers. CJ Stroud goes. Still some good running backs left. Wide receivers. This range is still a little bit fun. Good picks here. And good tight ends left. But we may get our third quarterback out of the way because having JJ and Caleb Williams, I don't really want to get stuck at all. And if you reach, there's still some quarterbacks with some potential stacks later. Cam. Or you know what, we just go Tua and pair him with Achane and get Malik Washington later. I don't mind that either. We'll see. We'll see what we're going to do. Penix off the board, followed by Trey Benson. Tank Bigsby. Braylon Allen. It's got to be a receiver, right, Sun God? It's got to be. Nick Chubb. This is crazy. We're going to go. We're going to pick 139. Is there any? We're going to go Tua with Achane. I know it's not the most common stack, but that's kind of what I like about it. It's 3 quarterbacks in a row. JJ, Caleb, and Tua. Tua stacked up with Achane. Gets a little bring back on Egbuka. Not bad. Not bad. Not the best. Not as fun as earlier's drafts. But 2 of these teams are very, very far behind at receiver, which makes me feel good. Where I am at quarterback. I haven't really checked out anyone else's team yet. But I know there's some correlation with the Josh Allen team earlier. That looks pretty good. Keon Coleman too. Kincaid. Looks like my team from earlier. All right, 3351. Pick 150. Where are we at? Yeah, we're still at the turn. He took Ayuk. Austin Eckler on a 1-5-5-2 team. One quarterback throw. Who did he take at quarterback? It's Lamar, okay. Bryce Young goes, Josh Palmer. Cam Ward off the board. 2 tight ends, Kincaid and Ferguson. I like the way he did that. Get those out of the way. All right, let's see. We got Achane, Montgomery, and Tyrone Tracy. Not loving the wide receivers here. Tight end, I'm going to go Tajay Spears. Get our 4th running back. So our running backs look like Achane, Montgomery, Tracy, and Spears. Not bad. Last 2 running backs will take some upside, some shots. We can wait a little bit for that. We're going to get receivers coming up. We only have 1 tight end, which is Colston Loveland. We're good off running back for a little bit. I'm glad I got my quarterbacks out the way because I didn't want to fall too far behind on receiver. And we can get some receivers. Maybe Isaiah Likely, too, as a tight end. Or Chega Kongwu. Ray Davis off the board. Najee Harris goes. Let's look at our bye weeks for. We have 6, 8, 8, 9, 6. 6, 8, 8, 9, 6. Zach Ertz. Hunter Henry. Sun guy goes for his 3rd tight end before he gets his 5th receiver. Okay. And we are going to get a receiver here. And it is going to be Kyle Williams. You know what? With the fact that I took Jordan Addison, I probably should have not waited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds to pick my 6th wide receiver. But it was really, you know what it is? It's that quarterback window. It's when you don't take a quarterback early and you're stuck playing catch up, making sure that you have some stacks. You really fall behind. Because I think the Tracy pick was the right pick. I needed a tight end in Loveland. Maybe I take a wide receiver here, but who am I missing out on? I'm missing out on Charles Tillman, Trey Harris, Romeo Dobbs. I think Spears is the best player available there. So that's why it's a good thing we took so many receivers early. It's just the Jordan Addison suspension. That's what has me a little bit worried about this team, but down the stretch, we're going to be okay. Sorry if you guys could hear that. My rabbit is running around the house. Let's go back to the draft board so you guys can see this. I'm sorry. We're at 3, 4, 6, 1. My ideal pick here is probably just someone to back up Colston Loveland. I think I'm going to take Isaiah Likely. Oh, he's off the board. I got to stop talking. Chega Kongwu. So now I'm not taking a tight end until the end. This is a Harold Fadden team. Maybe Kate. I'm going to take Kate Otten. I spoke too soon again. Because Kate Otten is part of our stack. Well, part of our bring back. And I mean, it's not the best bring back in the world, but they have nobody to catch passes right now with McMillan, Chris Godwin out. They're going to be relying on Sterling Shepard, Trey Palmer as that wide receiver 3. And last time that happened, Kate Otten stepped up last year. So we may need you to step up again, Cade. 3-4-6-2. I really would have liked Likely there. But this works out better for our team. I think Likely's ceiling is elite. Absolutely elite. And getting them, like, look at the tight ends that Likely's going around. Jonnu Smith, Hunter Henry, Zach Ertz, Mason Taylor, Chig Okongwu, and Kate Otten. I think it's a different tier. I really do. You guys see my rankings. I'm pretty high on Likely. But it's just a weird part in the draft, too. It's like, most of the time, you don't want to take a tight end here. I like taking my tight ends early and late. Very, very late. Let's move this over a little bit. 3-5-7-1 over there. Ollie Gordon at pick 182 is kind of insane, but at this point in the draft, you draft your guys, you know what I mean? What are we looking at next? We got 3-4-6-2. We're going to need receivers, but my boy's here, and he is moving up the ranks quick. Let's see. What do we got? All these teams have running backs, so might be able to push this. Joe Flacco goes to the team. Golden Sun, that team is insane. No disrespect, but sometimes that happens. Leggett. I'm gonna take Pat Bryant here. The Valet trade just opens up a lot. I'm gonna take Pat Bryant. Not that Valet was really holding Pat Bryant back. It's just one less weapon for Sean Payton to choose if he wants him out there at that time. And Pat Bryant could be an elite. Not an elite. He could be. You never know. But he could be a really serious red zone threat next to Cortland Sutton. Could be a very good red zone offense on this team. Sorry if you guys could hear that. My rabbit is chewing on a box of wood. I'm going to get her to stop real quick. Jack Besh off the board. Let's go over our team real quick before we have to pick again. We're working with J.J. McCarthy, Devin A. Chan, Montgomery, Jefferson, JSN, J-Mo, Colston Loveland, Egbuka, Jordan Addison, Tyrone Tracy, Caleb Williams, Tua, Tajay Spears, Kyle Williams, Kate Otten, and Pat Bryant. We are in round 17. Isaac Tesla just goes. Or round 16, actually. Yoshi Voss. Keaton Mitchell. Is Tyrone Tracy by week 12? I think he is. He's 14. Okay. We can get him. Chris Rodriguez, welcome home. You'll probably be on every team of mine for the next 30 drafts with how high I have you ranked. But I'm okay with it. What are we working with? 3, 5, 7, 2. One more running back, one receiver, one tight end for these final 3 rounds. I don't always go 3, 6, 8, 3, but I do think it's the best build. That's just easy. 3, 6, 8, 3. Not as much correlation on this team, but we do have Devon with the Tampa Bay and Tua. We do have Minnesota and the Lions. And Caleb's just there with Colson Loveland. No 49ers yet. And I don't think we're going to get 49ers. But we may. Jordan James. Darren Waller. Jawan Johnson. Elijah Arroyo. Tight ends flying off the board here. Harold Fannin. That's my last tight end. We'll be all right. We're up in 2 picks. And we're up. 22 seconds. We need one of each. Will Shipley is here at pick 211. That's just insane. That's nasty work. Nasty work leaving me Will Shipley. Especially when this team's drafting. Oh, no. Yeah, he wanted Will Shipley probably. Oh, yeah, Saquon. That's okay. I love that for me. He takes Naylor. Horton, Brooks, Johnson, A-Rich at 216. So that team with Lamar ended up with Lamar, A-Rich, and Sam Darnold. Not the worst. Once again, I'll be live tomorrow at 11 a.m., guys. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. This means the world to me. It's Vinny from MillyChaserDFS. VCells0812 on DraftKings. If you guys have any questions, you can reach out to me on Twitter at VCells0812 or MillyChaserDFS. I'd love to join some drafts with you guys, answer any questions. We'll be doing MMA content, NBA content, NFL content, all sponsored by DraftKings, all partnered with DraftKings. Thank you to them for giving me this opportunity. And we're going to make the most of it. Have a lot of fun. Hopefully we get some of these teams to the finals. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. The tight ends are just absolutely disgusting here. So I'm just going to take a flyer one late. We're going to get Malik Washington to pair with Tua. Easy. That's fine. With all the nonsense going on with that team right now, I could see him carving out a role, especially when we need him most in Week 17. So, I've been drafting a little bit of Malik Washington lately. On September, the day before this closes, or probably the day of, I'll have a video breaking down my final exposures, who I'm overweight to, who I'm underweight to, what I'm scared about, and what I feel good about. And then we'll look back on it later in the year and see how right we were, how wrong we were. We're up in 9 picks. Last pick of the night is going to be a tight end. And we will recap the team before we go. All right. J.J. McCarthy, Devon Achane, David Montgomery, Jefferson, JSN, Jameson Williams, Colson Loveland, Egbuka, suspended Jordan Addison, Tyrone Tracy, Caleb Williams, Tua Tagovailoa, Tajay Spears, Kyle Williams, Pat Bryant, Cade Otton, Chris Rodriguez, Will Shipley, and Malik Washington. We have a 3-6-8-2 build, and we'll be picking a tight end. Which tight end? No idea. They left me with gross tight ends. We have bye week 9 and bye week 5 for tight ends, so you're not really going to find one that's... I'm not getting Julian Hill, you know? So, it's just going to be probably the highest upside guy, which is probably going to be, honestly, probably Mayer. I wanted to say Gadsden, but if something happened to Bowers, Mayer could be good. Oh, this is gross. And I don't think Gadsden is even going to see the field much, to be honest. I'm going to take Mayer. I feel more comfortable about that. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for bearing with me through the technical difficulties. It's been a pleasure. This is Vinny, VCells0812. We're drafting over at DraftKings always. We're doing the draft one, get one. Make sure you guys get it in. Only 2 weeks left. It's filling up quick. If there's any new customers watching, scan the QR code. Join me on DraftKings. We'll do some drafts together. Once again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys so much for everything. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.